watch my video. I want you to watch my video. Yeah, that's right. You gotta choose me. You got no goddamn choice.
Pizza Tower was a game released at the beginning of 2023 that floored the market. Right now, at the time of writing, sitting at 56,648 overwhelmingly positive out of the reviews made for the game. That's insane for an indie studio to get. It also reminds me as a consumer that passion is what makes memorable games, not throwing more money at a studio and increasing demand from the employees. Developed by Tour de Pizza, Pizza Tower is as if Sonic and Mario had a child star together that signed to Nickelodeon. Our protagonist is Peppino, a man so anxious that I'm surprised he doesn't have a heart attack and die at the FNAF-inspired level in the latter half of the tower. Game Theory has a great video overviewing the story of the game. The story is not the focus, rather the gameplay loop is, so I recommend you watch that if you want to understand the lore, because Pizza Tower doesn't feed you exposition or outright give you cutscenes. It uses context cues to tell you about the world that you're speedrunning past. Peppino is the most Italian man I have ever seen in my life. Mario has nothing on this man. Peppino can run at breakneck speeds, carry that momentum to sprint up walls, run through metal blocks, slam through metal blocks. He can also grab and throw enemies, bite them, sprint through them also. He also can do super taunts, which freezes time for a few seconds. I believe this acts as how a pause buffer is used when people speedrun. Man is an Italian deity.
Mamma mia.
Peppino can use abilities that are scattered throughout the levels that add immense variety through playing through the game. We get Night Peppino where he slides around, Firemouth Peppino where he bounces around, acting almost like the spin jump with the Tanuki suit from Mario Brothers. Ghost Peppino, Mort the Chicken that entirely changes how Peppino moves, the Winnie Mount, the Barrel, the Rockets, Cheese Ball, Sticky Cheese, Pizza Box, the Pepper Pizza, and a revolver and a shotgun to shoot cheese and animatronics with also, of course. And this game only took me about 5 hours to complete in total. Pizza Tower doesn't want to feed you hours of content, but rather it wants you to replay and master the content that it provides to you in those 5 hours. There's reviews on Steam where people are easily getting over 200 hours out of playing this game and learning the levels to speedrun. You can easily just as much enjoy this game playing through it casually, which is what I did. Pizza Tower is perfect for the type of person it is made for. It isn't for everyone, and I'm not the type of person that enjoys speedrunning necessarily. I do appreciate this game immensely though, for the amount of work that was put behind it in all areas. And for not being great at speedrunning, Pizza Tower is intuitive with its character and level designs anyway. You can make it through the entirety of Pizza Tower without being super great at going Sonic fast. The bosses are incredibly engaging and charming. They remind me a lot of Mega Man's bosses, but way more funny. The soundtrack sounds ripped straight out of a 90s chiptune studio, and then someone went back to the future in the year 2050 and produced it. Pizza Tower has horrific undertones, blatantly referencing Fazbear's Pizza, and using a monstrous copy of Peppino to fight and chase you. Spooky stuff. After you beat the game, you can play through the entire game again with one of the bosses, named The Noise. The Noise gets a skateboard. He's not able to run up walls, but he can kickflip his board off of the walls, can use a downward attack that turns him into a drill that moves around like the Tasmanian Devil, and can do a super jump anywhere as long as you hold up. The Noise also slightly changes how some of the moves operate. So it's definitely worth playing The Noise again if you love playing as Papa Peppino. Alright, let me plug this into the Scouter and see what it's got to say. It's over 9,000! This game is easily over 9,000. The amount of love seeping from the devs shows through the workload that is shown in the animation, the promotion, the design, consideration for the player, the music, and on and on. I hope Tour de Pizza makes another pizza game or just something, because this is the most I've ever been excited about beating up cheese slime creatures. If you're into speedrunning and you're into learning a game from front to back and learning all the little routes and intricacies, this game is the one. Like, this is, if I were into speedrunning, this would be the game that I play. But if you watch this point, thank you for taking the time to watch my video. I do appreciate it. I love you, and goodbye now.